Hello, my name is Alexandria Hampton, and this is my presentation on the broken window fallacy. I'm going to break down and explain this economic concept. The originator of this idea is Frédéric Bastiat, a French economist and theorist who wrote the essay That Which is Seen and That Which is Unseen in 1850, where he introduced the parable of the broken window. The parable relates to the economic concepts of opportunity cost and unintended consequence, which we'll talk about in just a minute. In the classic parable, a shopkeeper's window is broken, but passers-by tell him that it's a good thing because he will have to pay to repair it, and that will jumpstart the local economy by creating profit for the glazier. And those earnings will perhaps be paid to the baker, and so on and so forth, stimulating the local economy. However, we are told to mind what is unseen, not just what is seen. So suppose the shopkeeper had planned on buying his wife some new shoes, but instead he had to spend that money to repair the window. That would mean that instead of paying the shoemaker, he pays the glazier. So that money was still spent, but also the shopkeeper's wife has no new shoes. She loses out. The shopkeepers gained nothing, and the point is that the destruction can't really benefit the economy because the money spent for the repair was lost, and the shopkeeper is no better off having spent the money to repair the window. In this example, the forfeited benefit, or the opportunity cost, is the new shoes for the shopkeeper's wife. Let's break this down with some numbers. This table shows all the individuals involved in the situation that the window is broken and the situation where the window is not broken. The shopkeeper loses, say, $100 to repair the window if the window is broken. The shopkeeper's wife is not really affected. The glazier earns $100 for the window repair, and the shoemaker is not affected. If the window is not broken, the shopkeeper chooses to spend that $100 as a gift for new shoes for his wife. The shopkeeper's wife gets a pair of $100 shoes. The glazier is not affected, but the shoemaker also earned $100 for the new shoes. If we look at the table like this, we can see that the gains are greater when the window is not broken. When the window is broken, there's just a loss and a replacement. The modern examples of this fallacy are present most often in the occurrence of war and natural disasters. People see all the rebuilding that occurs afterwards, and it appears that these tragic occasions actually seem to help the economy by creating jobs and stimulating money circulation. But again, that money is only replacing things that people already had to begin with. What might that money have been used for had it not been needed for reconstruction? Perhaps a town destroyed by a tornado could have invested that money into the community for better public facilities and services. Individuals could have remodeled and increased the value of their homes and standard of living. The unintended consequence is that the resources spent to rebuild are shifted from where they may have been spent without the destruction to simply replace what they already had. When we look at this parable, we understand that there are some assumptions being made. It is assumed that the window had some amount of value attached to it that was simply replaced and not enhanced when the window was repaired. We also look at the economy as a whole and assume that the economy was at full capacity. When the window was broken, the money spent to repair it was shifted from its other intended use, and we assume that if the window hadn't been broken, the money would have definitely been spent elsewhere, like for the new shoes. Criticisms of the fallacy primarily target these assumptions, saying that realistically they don't hold. The window may have been old and barely useful, and the new window was gainful for the shopkeeper. They might say that if the economy was in a recession, the shopkeeper would possibly have hidden the money away under a mattress and not spent it on anything at all if the window hadn't been broken. This concludes my presentation of the broken window fallacy. I hope it was helpful in learning the concept. I've included references below. Thank you very much.